Hello my friends, please wait till the end of the video and I will be announcing the lottery winner. Just hope I don't forget. It's easy to forget things, believe me. And it's 10 o'clock in the evening and it will be posted in the morning as soon as I will be able to upload, as soon as I wake up. Interesting day in politics. Don lost yesterday. 5 of his lawyers, he just hired them 2 weeks ago and now he fired them. He has a temperament. And Courtney and Mike Jagger were one of many of you were complaining about so many advertisements in my last video. Believe me, it was not my idea. I didn't want that many. I never will punish you to watch that many videos, but I couldn't fix it until I came back from work. So it affected me too, because the ability for people to watch that was very low. So it was against me as well. And I'm sorry that that's what's happening, but things happen. I will be answering the questions from comment sections. Marta S., how do you see Don in 6 months from now? And I saw his face under the water. It's like he's drowning. So, and Qu'est-ce la vie? That's kind of French, I believe. Will Don be convicted in the near future of something where he will have to lose all his assets and be labeled as traitor and criminal? And I saw the boat being flipped in the water. I don't know if that means when the boat is, it's easy to drown, and the vision that his face was mostly covered with was just taking a breath, but he was not completely drowned, but he was under the water. Everything else was under the water. So, okay, and I will pull the 3 cards. Will he be Don in 6 months? Okay. There will be something related to his party, group of people, surprise and big change, closing 1 paragraph of his life and starting a new one. I don't think it's the best paragraph starting, because so far he had a good time in his life, even with everything what was going on. He was still able to survive. He will start drowning. Don lost his 5 lawyers who are going to... Okay, so... And because he lost these lawyers, Steve Bannon wants him to testify. And we can check, will he go and testify? I saw him long time ago, that I see him in some court or Congress, whatever, and or Senate, with umbrella but no fabric, so no protection. So would he be smart enough to testify? Steve Bannon is telling him, you are the only one who can defend yourself. He will go for it. Maybe he will. He will be trying to reach for the knowledge. He will cry because of that and shaky tower. That looks like he will go for it and be punished for his lack of knowledge he thinks that everyone has to believe him, and most of his life he was lying good enough that people were believing. This one is something that bothers me, and I want to share with you the profile of most wanted FBI guy, the one from Washington, D.C., who left 2 different pipes, and I can't know if I'm correct or not, but if that will let someone to think out of the box, maybe that would be great. Sometimes I'm surprised by myself. Long time ago, my son Leszek, 2 years ago, before Easter, 3 weeks before Easter, he asked me where there will be next terrorist attack. I nearly killed him after that. After we finished the video, I said, how dare you can ask me that kind of questions. But I wanted to be a good girl, and I did answer. And to my surprise, I was so correct. I said Denver, Colorado, but FBI will be able to stop it. Before Easter, there was a woman who went to and I said that the airport, connection with airport, blah, blah, blah. But that's in the history, and that's you can prove yourself, because that was, I think, 2 years, not 3 years, but 3 weeks before Easter that I posted that one. And woman went to Colorado and to Denver, and she got a gun, and she wanted to kill kids. So 100,000 kids in Colorado was in a lockout because she was probably mentally. She came from California to Colorado. So, yeah, things like that, they can surprise me. And I'm not saying that I knew what I was talking about. I just had that kind of hinge. Like when you have those are magnets, hematite magnets. When you have them that separate, you don't have any feelings. But when you are coming closer, you have that odd feeling that there is something there. And then you feel that the power of the magnets. The same is with intuition. You have the feeling, you want to act on it, you want to have that fun of connecting. Is it possible to know? No, not in advance. But I will read you his profile. I wrote that one. A young man, age between 25-35. Connection to the other country, even embassy or consulate. So he was recently visiting them, I think. The shoes that he bought over internet, maybe from Alibaba or from other specific place where they were making them, and maybe that would be possible for FBI to trace him, because it was bought, I think, over internet. I believe that he likes to play tennis. And as a child, I saw him playing on the keyboard, like piano, fortepiano, or just keyboard. But I think he was taking lessons. I saw a nice room, and I believe his mother was very persistent that he has to be educated in music. She was giving him the musical lesson, but maybe both parents, but I felt the woman's presence being very open for it, and big windows, white windows. She wanted him to be successful that way. He had some military training, and he is computer fanatic, playing probably games like most of the people his age. But he's not pro-Don and he's not pro-Biden. That's makes him so unusual. So that's the reason I think he is related to another country. And I think he went to Wisconsin to observe what was going on there. So he was somehow fascinated with that drama in Wisconsin. And they were attacking the parliament building. Okay. Oh, I have my glasses. Cheryl, MCN. What did Don and Kevin McCartney talk about when they met in Mar-a-Lago this week? Are they planning more problems? And I saw cheese dish. I think Kevin McCartney would like to put a lid on him. He wants him to quiet him. You know, when you're putting a cheese lid on cheese, the smell is not going around. So he would like to quiet him. I will pull 3 cards. What did they were talking about? They were talking about America and to relax and to take a different look. Relax, wait a little bit, don't do it yet. And the world is watching. So Kevin wanted to act like an adult to stop Don from opening the new party, probably because it must be scary for GOP that he will start a new party, Patriot Party. Janet and many others are seeing the ship in a parking lot related to Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Sanders will not go anywhere, and many of you had explained that vision the same way. Thank you. That was from the previous video. Cheryl, my girlfriend, does Don still use his direct line to Putin for assistance? I always feel that he is using someone to do that, and I believe it's a woman, maybe Ivanka, maybe Melania. Both of those women are bilingual. Ivanka knows her mother's language, Slovakian, and Melania knows her language, so they can probably, without being too afraid, talk in their own language with someone from Russia and communicate that way, and then tell Don what Mr. Putin wants from him. And I saw the candle holder, so I think Putin is giving him some hope of light, symbol of lightening his way, what he's supposed to do. 3 cards. I just want to know what the cards are saying because, oh yes, I said the woman figure, so who knows, maybe Melania, maybe Ivanka. Both of them have children. Before he will go, still Putin wants him to fulfill some of his dreams. So this making chaos in the country, it's a Putin's dream, not Don's, but that's what he is fulfilling before he is out of the completely out of the popularity. He's quiet. Don is so quiet lately. I can't believe it that we are not hearing anything from him, that he didn't find a way to express himself. And Brave GOP, they chose, okay, so GOP choose Margie Taylor Green, Overly's Chimney. It's for entertainment only, I can tell you. My husband had trouble to remember her name, and I said, Margarine, green margarine, rotten margarine. So now he remembers. But that's between two of us. Yeah, they choose her Overly's Cheney, and you know, that's unbelievable. Cheney is the third on the ranking from the top, and they send people against her to do rallies against her, and then they are promoting someone who is like Margie. It's not my name for. Okay, I will stop doing more embarrassment for myself. Love, peace. Will the My Pillow guy help Don flee the country on his private plane? And you know what? He is his friend right now, and I saw him jumping on a pogo. It's that old from the 90s game, I think 80s, 90s, that the kids were jumping on that stick with the thing. And so he's jumping around Don. And I want to 3 cards. Is he going to help him to... He will be so afraid because he will be in some trouble with the law, and he will try to survive. He lost so many contracts because of that when Don left the office, so who knows if he will be able to keep his plane. Don doesn't have his plane. It's stuck somewhere on the airport without engines. So went broke and there is no money to repair. He thought maybe that he doesn't need anymore because he will be... And Ivanka is using... No, the youngest son, Eric, and his wife, they were using coach class. So now they are normal people. Okay, this one is interesting question. From Hope Banks. She made a beautiful quilt to her girlfriend Florence. Florence was suffering, she had cancer and she was taking chemo, and eventually she died. And that quilt came back to Hope. And Hope has a question if the carpet can have some magic in it. And actually I saw the flying carpet, which was magic on its own. So I have antique store in Red Deer, so whenever we buy something new, I'm always cleansing everything and smudging. I don't want the bad energy to come in, but your friend, she must treasure this, and you made this with love, so I believe it has a good vibrations. Yeah, it's something that she was waiting for quite a while, probably until you made that. Night of love, she's giving you with a love, and when you ever have some decision to make, cuddle in it and you will be able to solve your problems. Your girlfriend Florence will be always around you. Distress D. That's the questionnaire. What is a real reason Don didn't took his salary? Yeah, it was 400,000, I think, over the 4 years. But he was charging the guys from Secret Service for water. So that's a good question, because if he was so cheap to charge them for water, why he didn't took the money? And I think he wanted to pretend that he is rich. What was his real reason? Yeah, people don't look at someone wealthy that person will be stealing from them. So it is much easier to have eye on someone who is not wealthy, to check in the store if that person is taking something, or someone who looks very wealthy. That person is usually going under the radar. Angel of Justice. He thought that he will be giving and then he will be taking for himself. We will be learning why he was doing this. The judgment day will come and we will learn. And he will be vulnerable that time, and people will learn why was his attitude. He thought that he can take more than, and it's honestly, people are playing on your mentality. When they look so wealthy, you don't think that they can take something. Berber G. Please ask the cards about the crown bag variant. Is it threat and Oreo, and how would the vaccine work be effective? And I saw a speeding boat, which means that the new variant of crown bag is more faster, and we know that it's spreading much faster, but you still can control the speeding boat as long as someone is not causing the waves to be too big. Long time ago I told you the story that I was driving this boat. It was not a speeding boat, it was quite a nice size, because there was a cabin that two or three people can sleep under. And I was coming to the deck, the place where the boating place, dock, and some other boats were leaving, and they were making big waves, and eventually I hit someone. So it's possible to have some problems as well with that vaccine. Might not always work because they are not 100% predictable, but they might work exactly the same way. If there is nothing that will hit them, then unexpectedly, then they should work as much as the other vaccine for the other variation. MJC, will there be a caffeine-free Coke? And I think they are trying for years something. I had so many ways that they are trying. Excuse me. But the taste is never good enough, so they are leaving those experiments. Will they be ever successful? If they do it, they will have to, without caffeine, they will have to make some new recipe. People wouldn't trust them. The taste might not be so good, so CocaCola probably is not too excited about those experiments, but they will try. Sheldon F., someone from Simpsons show, predicted so many things, even Don being president. Does that person know that he or she is a psychic? We all know. I heard that story so many times and all the predictions. So that person who did that, or maybe a group of them, they must have that feeling that there is something unexpectedly that somehow they connect to the right channel and they are able to connect. So that's my answer. Lenore J is wishing that Windman will get a Medal of Freedom. That's the Whistleblower. And I said that long time ago, and not even that long time ago, I said again that I could see him getting a medal for his bravery. And I think, so I'm not going to pull the cards because I know that on my logic mind that I said that long time ago. Today I was joking with Linda because she had the live stream on Sundays, and I was saying I wouldn't be taking my vaccination, or we don't have enough in Canada, especially in Alberta. So I said, because I'm 21, and then I thought I should add that 21 on each leg and 21 on each hand, but that's between us. So that was the rest of the story. In Alberta, I talked yesterday with one lady, and she said she's early 80s, and she would like to have that vaccine, but all the vaccines are going to the people in nursing homes who are under government supervision, but she's living in her own apartment. Even the apartment is for the old folks, but she's paying, she bought that place. So they don't have the vaccinations, and by the time I will be on the line, it will take a while. Sheldon F. asked me if I have healing abilities. I don't think so. I have only play on my husband's nerves sometimes by calling him and checking, did you eat? Do you have your long johns? So I can play on his nerves, but that's not a healing abilities. But he, on another hand, if I have a headache, not often, but once in a while I will have that huge headache, he will put his hands on my head and it disappears. So he has some abilities. Not that he will ever admit that, but I don't think he will do any for anyone else. But it is. It's amazing. He will put his hands on my head and we will stand for a moment, for a few minutes, and it will go away. So I did that. So now I will win the cards and do the lottery. And we will see who is the lucky winner. And the ones who are not the winners, because I got a lot of people asking to be a winner. If you can afford, please come for the private readings, and the ones who are not, I will have another lottery a month from now. So the video will be posted on Friday morning. And I will be looking through the you have to go both ways and then again. It's going really fast today, so Diane T. Yay, lottery. I like this before I watch whole things because okay, so I'm posting why I can't. No. No, before it was possible to post it. Okay, I will leave this. So Diane T, please contact me. You are the winner of the lottery, and please send me your phone number and I will call you and we will discuss the day and hours of your reading. Okay, so Diane T, I like this before and I watched the whole thing, so I'm leaving open and I will find, I don't know, I usually it was that was 3 dots and I could post that to be a first one. If I will be, I think I will be able to post it and I will, it will be on the previous video, the lottery winner. Okay. I want to pray for our circle of good energy, good prayers, good intention, the invisible bubble that we can create, and energy, full of energy, full of goodness and full of love, protection, safety, health. We all have to join this and create a better world, a better place on the earth, to create kind of imaginary kingdom of goodness. Okay? Take care of yourself. See you next time. I love you guys. Bye bye.